Hello. Hello, 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 hello. I'm sorry. I have a teenager who decided to be a teenager. No more needs to be said. I'm sorry for being on late, guys. Hello, how is everybody? Are we all okay? Teenagers are so fun, yeah. Yeah. Just decided to be a teenager, just at the point. Breathe. Oh, I know. It's fine. It's fine. Everyone's fine. Everyone's okay. That will be fine. Gosh, but no, it's Friday, it's the weekend, we can all have, I hope we've all had a lovely week. Hello, 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 hello. Two girls, ooh. See, I've only got one girl. And, yeah, oh, I mean, I've got a boy as well, but he's not quite old enough to be called a teenager. It's been hot. Teenagers are irate, irritable. Yeah, that's true. Right, so, right, let's turn this up because otherwise I'm going to be absolutely freezing. Okay. School holidays start today for you. Did they, Yvonne? Oh, bless you. Okay, right. Just getting myself in the zone. Right, so updates are we don't have the, sorry, I'm just trying to remember what the updates are. We don't have the new game as of yet on the website, so that will be coming for next week, I believe. The order list was posted on the page. Let me just refresh here. Okay, I do have a couple to add to the order list, so I will do an updated order list soon. Now, the big update is oysters. I've got about half a bag, or just under half a bag of oysters left until my delivery comes, which means most likely for Sunday I may not have oysters available. It may just be egg pops until that delivery's here. I hate it when this happens. I ordered like over a month ago, so I ordered in plenty of time. It just so happens that we've gone through more than predicted, which is obviously not a bad thing to be, but it's also a bad thing that we're now slightly running low. So oysters and egg pops are available at the moment, but please keep in mind that oysters are running low. So if you haven't ordered and you want an oyster, it's not guaranteed to have one at the moment, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So basically, if you'd like to order, just keep in mind that you may have to have an egg pop or wait until the oysters are here. I'm not going to give any dates of this one because my last oyster delivery was fine. I don't think you guys knew if I got it or not, but the one before that, I gave dates and then it got held up at customs and then it got sort of split and it was horrendous. So I'm not going to give dates this time because I hated like giving a date and then letting everybody down, even though it wasn't my fault, but I just hated it. So yeah, I'm not going to give a date, but it shouldn't be too long. I'll just say that. So yeah, oysters are lower. We do have lots of egg pops. So I have recently topped them up as well. Pearl colour wise, TARDIS blues will be here on Monday. So they're not here at the moment. So TARDIS blues, and I've only got a couple of icy blues left as well. Cinderella blues, I believe, will be the one on Monday as well. However, when I topped up the egg pops, there were still egg pops in there, which will have some of them in. So that may be the case there. I think that's all updates. So slightly lower on oysters at the moment. We do have egg pops as well. The new game will start next week. I think that's everything. Sorry, my mind is, completely gone. This is why I try to come in the office from like 7 o'clock to then like get in the zone. It's one of those things. Or Pepsi, I can't get that exact shade outside of an oyster at the moment, Talia. Just because I think the best way I can describe it is it's a very popular colour within, therefore it's sold within, possibly. So yeah, just at the moment I can't get that one out, nor the sea blue outside of an oyster. But I'm doing my best. So shall we get started? Because I did start kind of late. So again, I do apologise. So up first today is Tracy Scott. Tracy, are you here? I feel like there's other things I've missed completely. As always, as it comes to me, I will let you know. My brain's not working. Tracy, hello. So you've got 2 openings and a 4 pearl oyster. Oh, I will say I've got plenty of 4 pearl oysters though. So if you have ordered a 4 pearl oyster, you're definitely going to be able to have that opening, because yeah, I do have lots of those available compared to the normal ones. So 1 4 pearl oyster, 1 normal oyster, and then a egg pop, Tracy. Would you like to keep, or would you like to, no, you've already just said donate the shells. You're wanting a pickle or a golden colour. Okay, so I was just printing that off. So 4 pearl oyster, normal oyster, egg pop. Let's go down. We're going to start with the egg pop. I just need to close this blind, otherwise the light from outside will make it so we can't see the pearls. So starting with your egg pop, good luck. 3 pearls in your egg pop here. You have got a blood orange, a pinky purple, and a darker gunmetal grey. Now this is one of the ones which I got in with the Cinderella Blues, which I realised today, so I've included them in the egg pops. Those, if you were on the waiting list for a pinkle, I have popped them to the side, and I haven't emailed yet, but I do plan to email to say, are you happy with this one as a pinkle? Because it is a pink, so base pink with a slight purpley overtone. So if I get a candy floss pink just to show you, it's got like this purpley tone to it. You can see that there, so it's not fully pinkle, but it's slightly there. So yeah, they're in the egg pops as well. And I will email those who are waiting for a pinkle to see if this is the sort of shade they would like. Anyway, sorry Tracy, blood orange, pinky purple, and a darker gunmetal grey. Moving on to your, shall we do your 4 pearl oyster first? Double pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, flying pearls. So we've got one that flew that way, one that flew that way. Oh, apparently they all want to turn. One that flew again, and then, nope, that one was happy to land where it landed. And there's no more in that one. Now, sorry, I normally pop my shells in a little, like, bag next to me, but I forgot to line it with the kitchen towel just to help. So you are, of course, quadding with your 4 pearl oyster. I'm going to do them in size order for you. So you've got a seafoam green, a denim blue, oh, almost a lighter Cinderella blue actually, it's that kind of in-between tone, a bright pink, and a, it's one of those silvery whites. Oh, it does have a little imperfection there if you can see that. So it's a base white, but then he's got like this very light silver overtone. So silver white. Moving on to, that bit there is literally just a piece of shell that came off. Moving on to your normal oyster. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And you are twinning. There's no more in that one. Twinning with raspberry twins, I believe. Yes, I'll explain the 4 pearl oysters in a moment, but yes, that is correct, Talia. So twinning with raspberry twins. Now this one is ever so slightly darker. This one's ever so slightly lighter compared to each other, but raspberry twins there. So you've got a blood orange, a pinky purple, gunmetal grey, seafoam green, denim blue, bright pink, silver white, and twinning raspberries. Tracy, what do you think to these? If you're happy, then I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. If you're not happy, we can swap them for colours of your choice. So if I run these through the board for you, the blood orange is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. Pinky purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, here's an 8. Gunmetal grey's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. Seafoam green is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. The denim blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Bright pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the silver white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And then twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So they're different shades and slightly different sizes. So you'd like to swap the raspberries for midnight blues. Yeah. Oh, I'm just looking to see if I've got 2 the same size for you. I think these 2 are the closest we've got. Again, I've got more midnight blues coming in. It's in a great purple pot at the moment, but that's only because I didn't have the pot straight away and I don't have any great purples. But I do have more midnight blues coming in. But yeah, I know some of you do read the pot labels when you see them, so that's why that says great purple. It's definitely not great purple. We'd like to swap the blood orange ready one for a golden colour. Now I don't have any golds in at the moment, so I mean, we've got the Simba Peach, I mean, I'm miles off with this one. I mean, I've got so many more chocolates, I just haven't got them with me. suppose, no, they're more chocolate than gold. Do you mean like a golden yellow? The golden yolk yellows I might have, yeah. So I've got a golden yolk yellow. So that one, middle one there. Deer colour. Okay, so the chocolate ones might, let me just have a look just to see if I've got chocolate pot next to me at all. I don't know where they are. No, I don't have the chocolate pot next to me. Chocolate one, okay. I mean, I can pop you on the waiting list for like a gold, or even like a dark rose gold if I've got any of those at the moment. Or like a golden peach. Okay, let's give you a couple of these as well. I'm going to give you a couple of options because I've got the ready chocolate bronzes as well, which it's just a different tone of chocolate. Or was that the reddish? No, that's the reddish one. This is the normal. Okay. Yeah, let's show you these ones. So obviously if none of these are what you're looking for, I can have a look to see where my chocolates are. If I haven't got them, if they're not sort of nearby, then I won't be able to show you today. But I do have other chocolates elsewhere. I just need to remember where I've put them. So this is pearl number 1, pearl number 2, pearl number 3, pearl number 4. So I'm thinking, I know what colour I would like to do. Let me just bring you up. So I'm not going to touch those there. Are they behind here? No. Oh. Okay. Let me go back down. Just can't think, unless it's properly like a way away. Let me go back down. I can see in my mind's eye what colour I want to say. The first one is fine for the stag. Okay. I'm going to look for my chocolates for the next live now because that's going to bother me. They're probably a way away, but I've lost now. Which colours was we so sorry, Tracy. Which colour was we swapping for that one? Let me bring you back up. So let me move the comments up even so I can see. So we're swapping the raspberry for a midnight blue. And then, which one would you like to swap? Oh, we've already taken it away. It was the blood orange. Nope, I've already taken it away, my lovely. The blood orange, that reddish one, was swapped for the chocolate. Okay. Do you know which colours you'd like elsewhere? You'd like to have a green for the lizard. Okay. I'll tell you what green might be nice. Sorry, I put a load of pearls in the pot next to me, ready to put in the egg pops. So I've already got like an automatic selection right next to me. Have we done that one? Yeah. Okay, let me show you these ones. So 1, 2, and 3. 2, and then that one's 3, which is a pastel, but he does have sort of two-tonal green, like green spots on him. Or are you thinking more of a darker green? If so, I can get like a forest green or a tidal green possibly. Number 2 for the pink. Okay. And then you'd like to have that one on the lizard. Perfect. So that's for your jewellery. So it will just be with the rest of the pearls if you're happy with those colours, Tracy, or if there are any there that you would like to swap at all. I popped it back in the dish area, but I'll have a look in a moment. Yeah. So the pinky purple and the gunmetal swap for Cinderella blues. And then you'd like both the blues on small lobsters. Yep, so that was correct. And Charlotte, you've requested for the pink to go to the side. And then is that a larger lobster fitting, Tracy, or is that a small lobster fitting as again? And then midnight blues on the studs. Lobster fitting on the denim blue as well. A small lobster fitting. Okay. And then you've got the midnights as studs, and that leaves you with the silver white and the seafoam green as your loose pearls. Hang on. Swap those two for Cinderella blues. Donate the green to Shelley Stanton. Okay, so if Shelley's got an open order, that will automatically get added onto there for her. Okay, and the white to the next person on the list. Okay, perfect. Let me bring you back up. Tracy, your invoice for the additional fittings will get sent across for you over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. I hope you're happy with everything there, and thank you for the donations with your shells as well, and that's safe up there for you. Now, for pearl oysters, so yeah, when you order them alongside the piece of jewellery, so obviously as like an add-on, so if it's a item with one oyster opening, you still get that oyster opening and your 4 pearl oyster. If it's like a pair of earrings which has got 2 openings, you'll get 2 openings and 1 4 pearl oyster. So it's like you're adding like an add-on of the extra oyster. I hope that makes sense. Right, up next on today is Melissa Ward. Melissa, are you here? Melissa, hello. 2 pops of rest oysters. Can't wait to see the colours. Okay. So we've already got that silvery white in the sun. So that was just gifted forward for you from Tracy. So that is in the sand already. And when we go down in a moment, you can see that. But that is yours. You'll be able to swap it. You'll be able to choose it to go on the jewellery. Just treat it as one of your pearls. So we're going to have... I've got hair in my face. 1, 2, 3. Shannon, bless you. Thank you for the stars. 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 2 egg pops. 8 and 9. So let's go down. So there is the silvery white already in the sand. So I've popped it right at the top. In fact, I'm just going to move it over just so we're going to have enough room for all of your openings. So egg pop number 1, Melissa, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Three pearls in your first one. You have got a darker, it's like an in-between of it's like a darker, it's not quite blood orange, but it's not quite raspberry. It's like a watermelony raspberry pearl. You've then got a Cinderella blue and a lavender. which is a really gorgeous colour combination together actually. So that watermelon, Cinderella blue and lavender. Moving on to egg pop number 2. £2 in that one. And you've got, again, another Cinderella blue. Now, he looks like he's slightly smaller than the first. And then a forest green, which is a gorgeous, brighter forest green. You was hoping for a Cinderella blue. Perfect. And now we've got 2. Right, so then if we move on through to your oysters. Oyster number 1. Did you say about the shells, Melissa? Let me just go back up. Donate the shells. Perfect. So, oyster number 1. Lights pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. And you've got a silver bells. Now this one is slightly too dark to be a dove grey, but it is a lighter silver bells. And actually you can see now next to that white silver up there, you can see the difference between the two. Your next oyster. Deep pop there. There's your mother of pearl. You are twinning with golden peach twins. Now they do look like they are the same size and shade, I believe. So very, very similar. I'm actually just going to pop these over here so we can keep those in a line, just in case we get any other twins, so we can sort of see the comparisons there. So golden peach twins. Moving on to your next oyster, Melissa. Lights pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And straight away, actually, in here, 1 and 2, you are twinning for a second time. Now these ones look like they may be seafoam green twins. Yes, I believe so. Yeah, seafoam green twins. So again, very, very similar. Or it does have a little imperfection, a little inclusion. So there's twin, and then this one's twin number 1. Put them next to each other. So slightly larger than the golden peach twins there. Moving on to your next oyster. Seafoam, yeah, was hoping for a seafoam as well. That's perfect. So Melissa, your next oyster. Light pop there. Oh, that one literally just squirted all over my hand. And did that open it? It did. Oh, look at that flash. So there's your mother of pearl. Look at that flash. What is this? Oh, they are beautiful. Hang on. There's no more in that one. Now these, what, oh my wow. Oh my wow, 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 wow. So you are twinning. They're like our evergreen twins. We just haven't had evergreen come out in a little while. They are gorgeous. They're like they are like the evergreen twins. They are stunning. Sorry, I was completely shocked then, Melissa. Sorry that I went silent. I love them. Love them, love them. Your next oyster. Double pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. I am just going to change this kitchen towel over. Now he is a brighter watermelon, I believe. So he's not quite raspberry because he does have that slight orange tone mixed through. So if I show you next to the other watermelons, we can see that if I put it down, so that one is just a darker one of this one. So it just shows that they are watermelons, just slightly different shades. Okay, so that's one that just came out there. And then we do still have two more to go, but let me just grab some more kitchen towel. And then at the end, what I'll do, Melissa, is I'll go through all of them again, and then you can decide what you would like to do. So your next oyster. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Again, I can, oh, I saw one flash. 1 and 2, you are twinning for a 4th time, Melissa, and twinning with Pepsi Blue twins this time. And then let's move on to your last oyster. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. So you've got a larger blue. Now to me, he may be a TARDIS-y blue, but let me just dry him up. I'll have a closer look for you. Oh, he's slightly two-tonal, so he's darker and lighter TARDIS-y blues there. Okay, so from on this side, you've got the silver white, darker watermelon, Cinderella blue and lavender, a slightly lighter watermelon and lighter silver bells, another Cinderella blue and a forest green, and then a two-tonal TARDIS blue. Twins, you've got golden peach twins, seafoam green twins, evergreen twins, and Pepsi blue twins. Oh, which is with a runaway blue. Let me just see if I can put all of these on the same side, just because then we can sort of see all of the pearls together. So then it might be easier for you to show. Now, there we go. Now, if you're happy with all of these, and of course they are all yours, if you're not happy, I can swap the colours for you, Melissa. I then will need to know which ones you'd like where. If you would like to take a screenshot and email me the colour choices across, that's absolutely fine as well. So it will just be, obviously if you're happy to do it now though, that's absolutely fine. So it's whatever you would prefer. Okay, so I'm going to go through and start measuring them, and then if you just let me know when you know, and then I can start making the changes or start popping them on where you'd like them to go. I hope that makes sense. So the silver white was an 8.5, as I measured that on the last when it was gifted. So the first darker watermelons, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. Cinderella number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. And the lavender is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Slightly lighter watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. Silver bells is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Cinderella number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the forest green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. Sorry, he is an 8. The two-tonal TARDIS is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Moving on to your twins. Golden Peach Twin 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. Twin 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. So they're the same size there. Seafoam Green Twin 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Twin 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Evergreen number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Evergreen number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7, they're the same size. And the Pepsi Blues Twin 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7, landed in the wrong spot then, sorry. And twin 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So the twins are all the same size as their sort of twin mate. So swap the forest for a bright coral, swap the silver grey for a denim. And then Shannon, you'd like to have the forest. Okay, so let me find a bright coral for you first. With the denim blue, there may be a slight weight. I'll have to double check the weight list in a second. So would you be happy to potentially wait if there is a weight? So there's the coral there, if you're happy with that one. And then the silver for a for a denim blue. I don't believe I've got anyone on the waiting list for one, so let me give you this one here. So I've just put the denim in there so you can see. So there's the denim if you're happy with that one. There's the coral if you're happy with that one. Okay. Was it Shannon Colker? It was. I've got these smaller post-its now for if somebody claims, just because then it doesn't take away around over the whole. It's just easier to, they're more sizable for the bags I've got. And I love a sticky note, I'm not going to lie. Get a good collection of sticky notes. Happy with the denim and coral. Brilliant, my lovely. There we go. Pop this like this. I can't, who said that? Kate, I can't see the rest of that comment. It doesn't let me click see more or see thread or anything, so I can't see what you had an email about. And also I won't know off the top of my head if it's an email from myself. So if you've emailed me back, then that's brilliant, then I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You'd like to swap the Peach Twins for Candy Floss Pink and the Sunshine Yellow. Okay, sorry, if somebody swaps out twins, I like to just keep them as twins in case anybody ever requests sort of to have twins in of that type of colour. So that's why they go in a bag. But Sunshine Yellow and a Candy Floss Pink. Perfect. And Melissa, if there are any colours that I'm sort of grabbing and then you're not happy with them, please do let me know, because then I can change the shade for something different. I don't think so, Tracy, no. So we've got the cranberry red, burgundy red and the black cherry, and then that blood orange, which is almost ready tones. I don't think I've got anyone on the list for them in that area. You'd like me to pop them both to the side for you? Oh, bless you, Irene. So I can't see Kate's comment. So it was about an invoice. That's fine, my lovely. You're on a studs page. Bless you. Yeah, I can pop them to the side. So Melissa, I'll just hold up your pearls again in just a second. Is there anything I can help with? As in what you're thinking, what you'd like to do? New reds would be fun. So just in time for like a Christmassy reds as well, which would be quite exciting. And when I say that, it's because we're going to have Christmas in August as like the mid-year Christmas Normally it's Christmas in July. We're having Christmas in August this year. So yeah, I could look into... Oh, Spark Charm, you'd like the yellow. Yes. Turtle, the emerald green. So the evergreen emerald green. The wing charm. The wing charm is the silver white. Is that the with you? Let me just double check. Kate, if you haven't requested anything and you got that invoice, then yeah, definitely email me and I can get back to you and sort that out for you. So if you've already emailed, then I will get back to you when I can. Yes, it is the with you. Sorry, I was just double checking, Melissa. I was just bringing up the images so I didn't gonna get that wrong. So the silver white on the with you. Cupcake, which is the September, I believe. Yep, so Cupcake is Candy Floss Pink. Brilliant. Infinity, which is... Sorry, I just don't want to get it wrong, so I'm just double checking as I'm going. Yep, I'm getting that right. So Infinity is the top watermelon, so the brightest watermelon. Bright / darker watermelon. Be Happy. Is the coral. Cloud is the Cinderella. Sorry, my lovely, I'm writing this down as we go. It's why it's just taking me a moment, just so I can double check. Cloud is Cinderella. Rainbow is Seafoam. I'm loving these choices, by the way. Seafoam, and the bracelet is the... So is it... This one's a lavender. So So you've said lilac there. Are you happy with that one, or the denim blue possibly? Just confirm which one there you'd like. No, don't be sorry at all. I don't expect anyone to ever remember all the names at all. I struggle myself. So I wouldn't... No, the denim. Okay, so not the lavender. Let me just confirm. So on the bracelet, you'd like to have the denim blue, not the lavender. So denim blue on the bracelet. That's fine. See, this is why I double check, just so then we all are on the same page and we don't get it wrong. Denim on the bracelet, perfect. So that is all of your colours for your jewellery. Let me just pop this on here, so that's safe. Okay, so I'm just going to move these pearls up slightly, just so I can zoom in on them, so you can see your leftover pearls. Obviously, if you're happy with these colours, that's perfect. We don't need to do anything. Just if there are any swaps you'd like to do for your loose pearls, then I can do that as well. So what do you think to these? And then you'd like to be invoiced for a lobster fitting on those ones. Okay, perfect, Melissa. Let me bring you back up. I hope you're happy with that. You've got some gorgeous colours there, and they all go really well together as well. So it's not just like they're all in the same sort of tones and like opposites and stuff. Okay, so your invoice for the additional fittings, that will get sent across for you over the weekend. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. Melissa, thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And I do hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. You're very welcome, my lovely. Okay, up next then today is Diane Haspel. Diane, are you here? Diane, hello. I hope you're well. Diane, you've got 2 openings altogether. Which 2 would you like to have? Oysters or egg pops, or one of each? I've got, my hair's so fluffy. Sorry, you'll be seeing me itching my head a lot because my hair is so fluffy. I think I washed it last night. And the fan is just blowing all my baby hairs everywhere. You've sent a loyalty card? Okay, my lovely, let me have a look. Oh, yep, you're right at the top here. Perfect. So which ones would you like, oysters or egg pops? There we go, that's all booked in for you. Egg pop and 2 oysters. Donate the shells. Yep, so 1 and 2. And your egg pop. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So starting with your egg pop, good luck. £4 in there. We have got a golden yolk yellow, a midnight blue, a lavender, and a rose gold. So golden yolk yellow, midnight blue, lavender, and a rose gold. Moving on to your oysters, so oyster number 1. Slight double pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one, so you have triples. Diane, we've got £3 in your first oyster. Now, with these ones, you've got a creamy white, it's a pickle, a lighter pickle green, and then a, oh look at him, midnight blue, but a really bright, deep, dark midnight blue. So especially with this midnight blue up here, you can sort of see this one's definitely brighter and larger as well. And then your second oyster. light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh. Thank you. There's no more in that one. You are twinning. Twinning with purple twins. So these are a mix between blue and purple. In some lights they're going to be more blue. In some lights they're going to be more purple. Diane, what do you think to all of these? If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which one you'd like on your jewellery. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So you've got the golden yolk yellow, midnight blue, lavender, rose gold, creamy white, pickle, midnight blue and twinning blurples. Now the golden yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, here's an 8. Midnight is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. Lavender is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. And the rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. You'd like to swap the rose gold for an icy blue, of course. If you're happy with that one. The creamy white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. Lighter pickle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, here's an 8. And the midnight blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, here's an 8.5. Your blurple twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, here's an 8.5. And blurple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. What do you think here, Diane? What would you like to do? Can we swap the golden yolk yellow for a hot pink? Of course we can. We have seen evergreens come out of oysters, and I had them loose as well, but it was a little while ago. You'd like to gift the white to the next person on the list? Oh, bless you. Of course we can, Diane. What I'll do then is I'll just pop that one all the way to the side over there, as you'd like to gift that to the next person. So there's the pink there if you're happy with that one. You'd like to have the icy blue on the charm, yeah. And then the rest of these pearls, can you have loose? Yes, of course you can. So just to confirm you're happy with all of those colours there. So I'm going to bring you back up, but just confirm that you're happy with those for me. Yes, Diane and Jennifer, yeah. Okay, so Diane, thank you for the donations with your shells. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I've popped that safely up there for you as well. Oh, bless you. Well, I'm glad you're happy. Okay. Right, up next then today is Shirley Guthrie. Shirley, are you here? Shirley, hello, hello, hello. So Shirley, you've got 4 openings altogether. Would you like to have oysters or egg pops or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you'd like to have. Two oysters, 2 pops. Okay, bear with me just a moment. Just double checking. Okay. So, 2 oysters, 2 pops. Are there certain colours you're hoping for? And you said you'd like to donate the shells, so bless you. Thank you very much for that. So if we go down, you've already been gifted this creamy white pearl here, so that's already going to be in the sand. You can use that as a normal pearl, so you can use to have it on the jewellery, you can swap it, you can keep it, so you can do with it as you will. So, egg pop number 1. Hoping for blues tonight. Egg pop number 1, you've got 2 pearls in here. Your first one is it's a dark chocolate. Can you see there? So it's a slightly two-tonal chocolate. So it's like a gunmetal and chocolate two-tonal pearl. You've then got a blood orange, which is a gorgeous brighter tone there. Egg pop number 2. 3 pearls in that one. So we've got another darker pearl. So this one is definitely, he's almost black, that one. You've got an amber. Now this amber does look like he's a slightly funky shape. He's not fully round. Of course, if you're not happy with that, we can swap that at the end for you. And then a dove grey as well. So there's your first 6 pearls. Moving through to your oysters. Oyster number 1. There's your mother of pearl. You are quadding. So 4 pearls in that oyster. If I do them in size order for you, so your first one is a seafoam green, a raspberry, a it's a midnight blue, very dark midnight blue. Hopefully you can see the difference there. And then a larger rose gold. And then moving on to oyster number 2. Double pop there. Oh, I can see a peeper straight away. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, no, I think I can feel... Oh! You are quadding for a second time. Okay, so again, I'm going to go put them through in size order. So it's a pickle green to start with. You've then got a bright pink, a rose gold, but it's like a golden... No, it's just a darker rose gold, I'm sorry. Yeah, darker rose gold. And then this one... Again, very similar. I think that one's more of a golden peach though. So yeah, we can see the different tones. So rose gold and golden peach. Dearie me. Shirley, what do you think with all of these? So creamy white at the top, two-tonal chocolate gunmetal blood orange, dove grey, gunmetal black almost, amber, seafoam green, raspberry, midnight blue and a light rose gold, then pickle green, bright pink, rose gold and then a golden peach. If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. I'm going to run them through the board for you. Big decisions. Oh, bless you, Shirley. Now, of course, if you'd like to swap any, I just need to know which ones you'd like to swap out, what colours you'd like to swap in. I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. Now, I'm very happy to do it now for you. If you would prefer more time to think about it, you can take a screenshot and then email me your choices across if you would prefer to. But yeah, I'll start measuring them and then you can let me know what you think as we go. So the creamy white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. Chocolate gunmetal is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. And the blood orange is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. Dove grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. The darker, almost black is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. And the amber is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. Sorry, he is a 7. Seafoam green, not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. Raspberries, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The midnight blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the lighter rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Love the dark midnight blue for the pendant, okay. but you need something similar for the earrings. Okay, so yeah, if you'd like to swap some pearls, my lovely, just let me know which ones you'd like to swap out and what colour you'd like to swap in. Your pickle green is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. Bright pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The darker rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Whoa. Now let me just check. No, he's not a 6.5, but he did go through the 7 there. And then the golden peach on the end is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. For dark blues, now are you wanting midnight blues? If not, we'll have to wait for the TARDIS blues to be here, which will be around Monday, I believe. So if you're happy to wait for that slight wait, do you know what I mean? So what that means basically is when they're here is when obviously I can start the work. So it means that the work doesn't start straight away, it then does wait until they're here. So if you're happy to wait for them, I can definitely do that for you. It's just I don't have any to be able to swap in right now. If possible. Sorry, Shirley, I did that thing where I asked 2 questions and didn't wait for you to answer. Midnight blues, okay. Thank you for confirming. I'm terrible for it. I ask you both 2 questions at the same time before you guys can answer, and then you do answer, but I never know which question it's to. Right, I think these 2 are very similar. Let me move them in here. If you're happy with those. One of the golds for you, Irene. Yeah. I'll do the golden peach, which is, the darker one of the 2. Oh, I need staples. Two matching on the earrings, yeah. And the darker blue on the pendant, perfect. And then which colour would you like for your last item? Ickle Pickle. Oh no, you realise you've just named it now, Melissa. Ickle Pickle. Although it reminds me quite big of Iggle Piggle saying that. Yes, mine. Oh no, look what happened. When you say swap the orange, is it the blood orange or the amber? So blood orange or amber. The amber one, brilliant. Oh, it's there now for all evening, Ilaria. It's now there. Above the donated pearl. So the donated pearl was this creamy white here. You've then got the dove grey. So you've got creamy white, two-tonal chocolate and gunmetal, blood orange. Dove grey, the black and then Cadbury purple, seafoam green, raspberry, rose gold, pickle, so now it is now known as ickle pickle, and a bright pink. Honestly, my daughter was obsessed with Iggle Piggle, so much so we went to the live show of it, which I'm not actually, it was actually, she loved it. She was, I can't remember, probably about, I don't know, 3 or 4. My son was too young. But yeah, I took my daughter, maybe even younger than that actually, probably younger than 2, 3 maybe. And the live show is quite enjoyable. But yeah, the programme sticks with you. And then you've got Upsy Daisy. Oh, so much fun. It was the little things in the little, like the really tiny things that I didn't understand. Macca Pacca, I think, was my favourite. As you can tell, yeah, Macca Pacca was very enjoyable. But yeah, it was the other ones, the little people I didn't understand. Can you wait for 2 Cinderellas, Shirley? Yes, of course you can. Which 2 would you like to swap out for Cinderellas? Bear in mind my kids are 13 and 11. I seem to remember a lot about Iggle Piggle. The Tomley Boo. So we're going to swap for Cinderella Blue. Which 2 would you like to swap for the Cinderella Blues? Gosh, we all know so much each other. The one below the donated pearl, so this one. When you say the one below, because the donated one was this one right at the top, so I'm slightly confused when the one above the donated pearl and the other silvery one. So this one is the silver. So these two you'd like to swap out for the Cinderella blues, is that right? Okay. No, keep the donated pearl. Okay, so that's where I'm getting confused. I'm not sure which other pearl you mean. So the dove grey, which is the light silver. Which other one did you want to swap out, my lovely? So this one here. So these two swap out, this one and this one swap out for Cinderella blues. Okay. And which colour would you like on your last item? You know what I found funny is when my kids were younger, Aaron, we had Justin's house on, and Aaron actually laughed out loud once to Justin's house, and I didn't let him forget it for years. Like he was watching it with the children, but to actually laugh out loud at it, it was quite funny. The pinky one. So you've got raspberry or pink. Which one on that item of jewellery? So raspberry is the top one, pink is the bottom one. Raspberry on the bracelet, and you'd like the Cinderellas on simple drops. Okay. Okay, I've got that down for you. So then it would just be these ones here as your loose pearls. Are you happy with all of these, or are there any other colours that you would like to swap at all? And then you'd like to have lobster fittings on the rest of them. Okay. Perfect. I'm just going to pop these, oh, come back please, Mr. Purple. Pop these in here for you, Shirley. If I bring you back up again, your invoice for the additional fittings and earrings will get sent across for you over the weekend. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And Shirley, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. My hair is driving me crazy. No. I'm sorry if I made it confusing, Shelley. You're very, very welcome. But yeah, I'm sorry if I confused that at all. But I hope everything's okay now. Maybe you can watch when the live is posted. You can watch it back possibly, like your opening, and just confirm to yourself that everything's okay. Up next on today is Charlotte Hayes. Charlotte, are you here? Do keep in mind, guys, that if you have ordered, that we may not have oysters and may have to have egg pops, unless you don't mind waiting for oysters to be back in again. So please do just keep that in mind. So hopefully I've got enough for those obviously who were on the order list already. So if you have ordered as an addition, please just keep that in mind. If obviously I run out of oysters and you don't want to wait and you want to do an oyster, I'm happy to refund the order completely. Obviously just let me know and then I'll be able to do that. But we'll see how we go. But do just please keep that in mind. Charlotte, hello. Now I think I printed one off. Yes, let me just check. So Charlotte, you have now got 8 openings and 3 4 pearl oysters. Let me just update this here. So 8 openings and 3 4 pearl oysters. If I get the 4 pearl oysters for you with your 1, 2, 3, with your other ones, which type of oysters would you like to have? Oysters, well, I just said which type of oysters would you like to have? Which type of openings would you like to have? Oysters or egg pops or a mix of each? Oh, bless you, Shirley. Well, like I said, I hope everything is all correct. Oh, I think I got it. It's a piece of hair that keeps... Oh no, I think I just pulled more. It should be soon, yes. 2 pops, 6 oysters, donate the shells. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just keeping those separate. Okay, 2 egg pops. Let's go down. So donating the shells. Charlotte, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So oyster number 1. Three pearls in your first one. You have got a Cinderella blue. one of those greens, which is sort of almost like a lighter apple green, but it is more softer, like a pastel green, and a yolk yellow. So Cinderella blue, green and yolk yellow, which on its own, that colour combination is beautiful. Egg pop number 2. £2 in that one, and in here is a brighter apple green, so we can see the difference now with the apple green, and that one's just slightly lighter, and a forest green. Okay, so 3 different types of greens already. Moving through, let's do your 4 pearl oysters first, I think, and then they can go, yeah, so we'll do 4 pearl oysters first. Sharp pop there. Oh, we've got a little runaway down the front, but there's your mother of pearls. There's no pearls on that side. So like I said, little runaway down the front there. One, 2, 3 and 4. So you are, of course, quadding. And in here you've got another yolk yellow, slightly lighter than the first, a Pepsi blue, a creamy white. Now this one does have that slight pink tone to him, so white base with that pink tone, and then a larger lemon yellow. Your next oyster. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one, so you are quadding for a second time. Okay, so you've got a lilac purple, a lighter rose gold, a denim blue. Actually, no, I apologise, it's a Cinderella blue, and a darker gunmetal grey. All larger pearls in that 4 pearl oyster, actually. Your next oyster. Sharp pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And straight away down the bottom there, I can see a peeper already. Oh, yep, he did pop out before I touched anything. One, 2, 3 and 4. So you are quadding again. So that's your 3rd quad there. Again, I'm going to pop them in size order, Charlotte. At the end, if you'd like a colour order, I'm happy to do so, or obviously I'm happy to keep them in this order as well. I'll definitely go through all of the colours again at the end though. So this one is a denim blue. You've then got a creamy white, so you can see more pink in that one now. It's more like a bright white with a slight pink overtone. We've then got a brighter hot pink and another lemon yellow. Okay, so now moving on to your normal oysters. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And you've got a Pepsi blue in here. Oh. Now what I'm going to do, just because we still have quite a few oysters to open, I am just going to fill this space at the top here. So I'm going to pop it above your other Pepsi blue, if that's okay, just so then we can sort of make these into rows of 4 if you like, and then we can use the rest of the sand as well. So Pepsi blue there. Your next oyster. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, straight away I can see a couple of peepers there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Charlotte, you are courting with your oyster there. Now let me just dry these up. Oh wow, look at that. Is it raspberry? It is stunning. So again, I'm going to start over here. So a smaller denim blue, a lilac purple, it's a pickle green, and then a raspberry. So again, it's that slightly watermelony raspberry, but I would say it's more raspberry than watermelon, if that makes sense. Sharp pop there. Oh, I can see a peeper right at the bottom, so there's your mother of pearl. Oh no, I can see 1, 2, 3 peepers at the bottom. And you are courting. Oh, look at those colours. Charlotte, did I miss what colours you're hoping for at all? Because, oh, you've got a 2-tonal. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, okay. Wow, 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 wow. A denim blue, okay. Then a Pepsi blue, right. We've then got a 2-tonal grass and lighter, almost like a sea foam, but it does go really quite dark into grass green. So 2-tonal green, it's like a sea foam grass, so not a full grass green, but it's like a 2-tonal green there. And then you've got a white with green, hang on, there. If I hold it away from all the other greens down here. White and green 2-tonal pearl. Gorge, I love the 2-tonal pearls. Hang on. Love that. Okay, moving on to your next oyster. Again, lighter pop there. Oh, now I'm just going to take that piece of shell away there. And there's your mother of pearl. Oh my, wow. Quadding. The colours you are getting are, the colours that you are getting at the moment is, look at that green. I mean, you've got a predominantly larger green opening here. Obviously, if you're not happy with these, we can swap them at the end for you. So more of a bridal white, darker, actually no, it's more of a lavender there, a TARDIS blue, and then this one, it's like a minty green, but a really, really bright mint green. Can you see? So it's like a bluey green, mint green, but like a bright mint green. Oh, still 2 oysters to go. So let's move on to your next one. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. You are quadding. These last ones seem to be, I mean, we've had one single pearl so far. I think the rest of them have been, yeah, the rest of them have been quadding. Yeah, so we've got a, I'm sorry, I'm so, a lilac purple. I'm so shocked, the right word? I don't know. Seafoam green, a darker silver chocolate, and this one is an icy blue. No, this one's not a mint, it's an icy blue. So it actually means that you can see the difference with the mint green there. So you've got, if I move the sort of the pickle green across, pickle green, mint green, icy green. If I put the seafoam, no, that's the grass, seafoam next to it, so you can sort of see the bluey green. So yeah, all the different shades of green that, oh, if I put this green next to it, so you can see it is definitely a mint green. If I put the denim blue next to it. Oh, and then your last oyster. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Now if I just remove a piece of the shell. And why not? You are quadding. Remember guys, the oyster, I don't have very many oysters left, so if you would like to order, it is most likely only going to be egg pops available. I can go through and count them in a minute, but it's just hard to predict what's going to be what, just because obviously I don't know if people are going to have oysters or egg pops or a mix of each, so I can't say 100%. So with your last one, you've got a lighter dove grey, a denim blue, it's a pickle green, and a watermelon, which is two-tonal, so it's lighter and darker watermelon there. Yes, of course, Diane, that's not a problem. But in doing so, obviously, if most likely would be the egg pops there, Diane. I hope that's okay. Charlotte, what do you think to all of these? So I'm going to start going through the colours again. So if we try and do it into the 2 sets of 4, can you have a colour order? Yes, if I go through the colours once they're in the colour order then, and that way I can sort of do it as we go, but then also afterwards. I think that will be easier if that's okay with you. Just confirm that before I start moving them. So my question is, would you like me to go through all the colours now and then the colour order? Or are you happy for me to do the colour order as we go? As in saying the colours out loud. So oyster wise, yeah, I've only got a handful left. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to just remove, let's pop those in there, pop these in here. Just double checking I didn't bury any of them by accident. Okay, so let's go through. I'm going to start with this darker one. Now he does look now like he's got some midnight blue in him. I don't know if you can see. I'm like completely lost on where to start. Let's just start with the darker ones. Is that more blue or is that just... Okay, so we'll start with blues then. So dark midnight blue. I don't remember there being a midnight blue though, but he's definitely coming out blue now, isn't he? TARDIS blue. Pepsi blues. Cinderella blues. I might have to move these around as I put them in, just depending on what pops out at me. Denim blues. Icy blue. Let's then do mint green, and then seafoam. Oh, that two-tonal. So mint green, two-tonal white and green. So that does have the flash. Then seafoam. Oh, no, I missed one. I think that's right. Sorry, I'm taking a little bit of time just because then we're going to go through the yolk yellows, lemon yellows. Then we'll go into rose gold and then the creamy, oh, I forgot a green. forest green. Creamy rose golds and whites into the silver. Is that a silver bells? Dove greys. Lilacs. I've missed a blue. Lavenders. And then pinks and... Okay, so I did miss this blue. Okay, so that blue on the end, I'm sorry. I'm just going to put it on the bottom, but I did miss that one, I'm sorry. Because it's more purpley, it's not actually blue. No, I was right, it is definitely more purple. It's the lilac colour, and because it's lilac, it has that bluey... Yeah, no, it is. I was right. It is definitely lilac. There you go, at the bottom there. Okay, so... Whew. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to number them. So we're going to have so in rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So rows, and then it will be column is going down. So column would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So row is that way, column is that way. What do you think, Charlotte? What would you like to do? If you would like to take a screenshot and email me your choices across, and then we can do that as well. If you'd like me to zoom in on any areas, let me know. The one I saved, yes. So this one, you'll have to let me know which colour you'd like to swap out. Swap to the forest green, brilliant. I'm just going to mute you a second just while I blow my nose, but then I'll hold it back up again. I do apologise. And now I forgot to unmute my mic. Sorry, I brought the camera up by accident there, so that's why you sort of saw me. Then I forgot which was a column, which was a row. So columns are like this, aren't they? And rows are like this, is what I said. So row 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from this yellow all the way across to the dove grey, you'd like to swap, is that correct? If so, what 6 colours would you like to swap in? Yeah, what 6 colours would you like to swap in? So I've just put them on the side until I swap colours in, then I'll take one away each time. Oh yeah, I need to go through a measure, don't I? I'm sorry, I will start to go through a measure. I'll do definitely the largest ones first. So down the bottom, raspberries, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5 as well. Lemon yellows, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Mint green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. As green over here is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. So largest ones are definitely 8.5s, my lovely. 3 Tardises and 3 Mystic Purples. So I will have to pop those just to wait for them to be here, if that's okay. So as long as you don't mind waiting, I can do that for you. Okay. To measure the smallest ones, Hannah, I can do. Charlotte, what do you think about the other ones? Do you know which ones you would like where? So the yellows, I think, are small. So number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. Number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. The blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. Blue 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, oh, he's a 6. Blue 3 is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. And the lilac down the bottom is not a 5.5, not a 6. Oh no, sorry, he is a 6. Oh, bless you. Yes, of course you can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick them up in each row. So if you take a screenshot, like I'm going to bag up this row and then this row, then this row, and so on, just so then when you email me, I can sort of lay them back out in this positioning so that I can know exactly which ones are where, if that's okay. So did you manage to take the screenshot there before I actually start moving them around actually? Have you got that screenshot? Yes, okay. Bless you. I'm sorry Facebook's being funny, Charlotte. So I don't know if you've got it, but what I'm going to do is I've got the swap down for the 3 TARDIS blues and then the 3 Mystic purples. So when you email me, please include your order number and then of course what colours you'd like to go where. If there's any other swaps that you would like to do, we can do that for you as well. Yeah, I hope that's okay. So like I said, I'm just bagging them up in each row just because then basically when I read your email, what I normally do is I then lay the pearls out exactly how they are in the photos that you send, and then that way I can get the exact photo that you are requesting. Not the exact photo, sorry, the exact pearl that you are requesting. Okie dokie. Perfect. Well, Charlotte, I hope you're happy with all of those as well. Let's pop these in here. Can you donate some then as well? Yes, of course you can. It's just when you donate them, they'd go on to the following live after I see your email. So for example, if you email over the weekend, I most likely won't get to read it until Monday, Tuesday. So it would then be on Tuesday or Friday's live, depending on when I read it. So the donated pearls would definitely be donated, but it would just be the live following when I read the email, if that makes sense. Or you can request sort of, can they be donated on Friday's live or Sunday's live, and then I'll add them to that live to be donated. If that, yeah. But yes, you can definitely do that. That's not a problem at all. And then I suppose if it would be like a surprise for everybody, like, oh, there's donated pearls today. But please don't feel like you have to donate. Please don't feel like, yeah, they're all your pearls, all obviously for you to keep. Okay, but Charlotte, I hope you're going to be happy with everything there, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. No, don't be sorry for... No. No. Please, you don't have to be sorry for that. It's my... it's my issue for not having them arrive in time. So yeah, don't be ever... Oh. It's the same person. So I'm just trying to do the updated order list as well. That's what I was trying to say, Leslie. Thank you. Up next today is Helen Robinson. Helen, are you here? Helen, hello. Helen, you've got 2 openings altogether. Would you like oysters or egg pops? Yes, Joanne. That is coming into stock. It's just waiting on delivery. Again, those kind of orders I don't get delivered over the weekend, so it will just be as soon as it's here. But it is already on its way. There we go. The one with the leaves, and it's got like the green crystals in it. Yeah, along with the blue wave one as well. Oh, bless you, Shelley. Oh, Helen, 1 of each. Okay, so 1 and 2. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells, Helen? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So we're going to start with your egg pop, and then we'll do your oyster opening afterwards, if that's okay. So with your egg pop, good luck. £4 in your egg pop there. So we've got one of those lighter greens. I need to think, because it is just like a lighter apple green, but it's almost like pastel-esque apple green. You've got a Cinderella blue, a yolk yellow, and a brighter pink. You're hoping for blues, purples and pinks. So we've got a pink there and a blue as well. So you've got the green, Cinderella blue, yolk yellow and the bright pink. Moving then on to your oyster. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh. Is that? It is. You are quadding, and you have got a ickle pickle, and it is absolutely teeny tiny, that pickle. I'll be interested, that might even be smaller than a 6. But let me dry these up for you, Helen, as well. You can have, oh, don't run away, ickle pickle, come back. Okay, so your ickle pickle, he's tiny, but then you've also got a watermelon, a bridal white and a midnight blue. So you've got 8 different colours here, Helen. What do you think to all of these? So that lighter pastel green, Cinderella blue, yolk yellow, bright pink, ickle pickle, watermelon, bridal white and midnight blue. Oh, he ran away. Let me run these through the board for you. The pastel green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The Cinderella blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Yolk yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, sorry, he is a 7. The bright pink is not a 5, not a, 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Ickle pickle is not a 5, Oh, he's not a 5.5, so he is a 6. He just looks a lot smaller. The watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And that midnight is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. Okay, what do you think, Helen? They're lovely. Okay, so it's up to you. If you're happy with these, then they are yours. If you're not happy, if there's any that you'd like to swap at all, please let me know and I can do that for you as well. Swap the yellow for a purple. Okay, so I'm going to go for a Cadbury purple. However, if you prefer more of a like a lavender, let me know and I can do that for you. Happy with that one? Brilliant. Are there any others that you'd like to swap at all? Swap the white for a bright blue. Okay. I haven't done the order list yet. I have been printing it off though, Jennifer, so I will do one as soon as I've finished typing it up, okay? Perfect, Helen. Okay, so just to confirm, are you happy with all of these here? Yes. Brilliant. Okay, so if I bring you back up, Helen, I want to thank you for the donations with your shells. Pop these in here. And I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, I might have to get Aaron in because I may need a comfort break soon, but he hasn't replied. So when he comes in, obviously I won't go in the middle of an opening, but if I just run off, that's why. Helen, you're very welcome. Up next is Ilaria Boncori. Ilaria, are you here? Right, let's finish this order list as well. Ilaria, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All oysters, donate the shells. Hoping for twin greens and blues. Did you get a chance to get fireballs? Oh, so I sent you an email earlier. I don't know if you would have seen it because it was this afternoon. So I saw your notes here that you couldn't find them on the website and you'd like to, so what I did is I sent you the link for them, and they were in a different place to what I said they were. So I said they were under themed jewellery. They're not there. I do apologise. So when you go onto the website, it's on pendants, and then click pendants, so then the little drop down opens up. So then you've got normal pendants, crystal pendants. You've got another one which I can't remember what that is, but then you've got fireball pendants there. So I thought it was in the themed jewellery, but no, it is in pendants, so I'm sorry for that. I was hoping to find 2 for earrings, but you need to see them. Oh, I see. Oh gosh, Emma, no, that's not what I said. So with the ear, I can make a note and I can get some for you for Sundays. Like, are you around on Sunday? I'm just thinking, because they are all different. Let me make a note for you. They are all different. So to have earrings, you're definitely going to be different. But we could sort of look for maybe a similar size or a similar shade. Also, with them being earrings, they would be quite a heavy. So are you happy? Like, for me personally, I can't wear heavy earrings because I just can't. It drives me crazy. So yeah, they would be heavy. So as long as you're aware of that, because I wouldn't want to make it and then it to be too heavy and not to. Do you know what I mean? Not to do it. So you like 1, 4, 6, and 10 fireballs. I'll bring them all out, but if I have a look previously, so if I just book you in, Ilaria Boncori. Do I have any paper here? No. Let's book you in for Sunday electronically, and then I'll see for the space. I know you're not having the opening, but if I book it in just to show you the fireballs, then that way I can have a chance to get them out and to look through them as well for your best fits, if that makes sense. Not if heavy. Yeah, they are. They're quite, because it's a solid, because they're quite big. They're like so big. So they are, for earrings, I imagine, would be quite heavy. Number 10. Yep, so would you still like me to show you them on Sunday? Because obviously if you're happy with number 10, you can just purchase it on the website like normal, because it doesn't come with an actual oyster, if that makes sense, because obviously it's already the fireball pearl on its own, and then you pick the chain and stuff. Or before you order, if you would like to see them, I can show you them on Sunday. What would work for you? You have a look at them. No, that's absolutely fine. It's just because I don't have them now, but I can definitely dig them out. It's just because I've got loads of stuff in front of that door, so I'm not going to be able to get in there to get them now. Otherwise, I would just go grab them now. But yeah, I can't get anything, so if I run out of staples, I can't get in there today. So yeah, I can do that for Sunday for you. Let me put that there, and I've already booked you in there, and then you can have a look, and then you can definitely confirm which one you prefer. Bless you. No, you're very welcome. But yeah, I'm sorry that they are, in my opinion, they're too heavy for earrings. But I know some people that doesn't bother to have heavier things. So I know. But yeah, just for me personally, I wouldn't be able to have those ones as earrings. But right. So that one's for Sunday. So for today, you said all oysters. Sorry, my eye's watering. I don't know if you can see. All oysters. So you've got 4 openings, 2 4-pearl oysters. Are there certain colours you're hoping for? And I'm just scrolling back up. Is if you'd like to. Oh, yeah. So donate the shells. And you've already said everything. Sorry. So oysters, donate the shells. Hoping for twin greens and blues. And then I talked about the fireballs. Okay, so I don't know if I've got 4 oysters. So I've got 3 oysters, and then those would be all of my oysters gone, which you're very, very welcome to have. But my question is, are you happy to have 3 oysters and then 1 egg pop? And that does mean that anybody from this point onwards, 1 pop is okay. Okie dokie. So yeah, anybody who has an opening after this point, if you're not happy with egg pops and you'd prefer to cancel the order, please let me know. I'll be happy to do so. Obviously, full refund. I'll process that after the live today. Or if you're happy to have egg pops, that's perfect. Or if you would prefer to wait for the oysters to come in, please let me know and I can book you in for as soon as they're here. So I'll just let you know now, and then you can let me know when you're ready to. And I'm sorry, guys, that we've run out. I apologise. Okay, so Larry, if I start with your egg pop and then we'll move on through to your oysters. I do have those pearls that we popped to the side. So of course, if you'd like to swap any in, then so I've got those here. So if and when you'd like to swap those in, just let me know at the end and we can swap those in for you. So with your egg pop, 3 pearls in there. You've got a darker, oh, he's a purple silver, so it looks like a base gunmetal with like a purple overtone, so gunmetal and purple. A Cinderella blue and a bridal white. Yes, there are still 4 pearl oysters, Jennifer. Yes, definitely. So if I start with the 4 pearl oysters, light pop there. Oh, we've got a runaway right at the bottom there, but I haven't picked it up yet. So there's your mother of pearl. Oh. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, we are quadding. Oh, sorry, I just went to pick it up. I picked up the kitchen towel, so they went whee. Okay, there we go. So quadding with a creamy white. Oh yes, Jennifer, we can definitely do the 4 pearl oysters still. It's just the other ones may have to be egg pops if you're happy to be so. Then you've got a denim blue. It's a pickle green, and a larger, darker TARDIS blue. Your next 4 pearl oyster. Light pop there. Again, we're going to have a runaway. There's your mother of pearl. There's the runaway. And you are quadding for your 2nd time. Okay, so we've got a dove grey. It's a, no, it's not a pickle. It's a slightly lighter grassy green. Another TARDIS blue. Almost into Pepsi blue though, but I think he is more TARDIS than Pepsi. And then a blurple to end with, so mix between blue and purple. Your next oyster. light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh no, I just felt that something there. And you are quadding. I said those last ones, we've had a couple of twins at the start, didn't we? And a couple of singles, but then the majority of them have been... Oh, look here. So we've got another dove grey. Which is actually very similar to these ones. So those ones are very, very similar. You've got that lighter greeny, almost mint green, but I think that's more pastel-y. A yolk yellow, and then a brighter hot pink. Your next oyster. Do you fancy making a mint tea, and then it should be okay at that point? Thank you, Dad. So in here, light pop there. Again, that one opened up beautifully, although a little bit, tiny bit of a pearl blister on the inside here, but you can definitely see there's no pearls there at all. Again, I can feel a couple in here moving. So when I squidge, if they're all sort of in the same roundabout area, when I squidge, I can sort of feel them all disperse around, if that makes sense. So you are quadding. We've got a bridal white. Ilari, you've got some gorgeous pearls. Look at all of these together. A bridal white, a coral, a seafoam green, and a dove grey. And then moving on to your last oyster. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, ending with one pearl in that one. And it is a lighter watermelon. Yes, lighter watermelon. I'm going to pop it at the top here just to make that row a row of 4, because then we've got continuous rows of 4 there, because it's easiest for the camera to zoom in. So lighter watermelon at the top. You'd like a colour order, of course. So if we start with that darker purple, then let's go blurple, darker TARDIS blue, slightly lighter TARDIS blue, Cinderella blue, denim blue, then let's go into dove greys, 1, 2, 3, then we'll do the whites, 1, 2, 3, then let's do the greens, okay, the yolk yellow, corals, watermelons and pink. What do you think to all of these? If you're happy, I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. We do have those pearls there we can swap in if you would like to. And yeah, what would you like to do? Swap out the silvery purple and the bigger grey. 2 silver purple. I'm confused, sorry. Swap out 2 silver purple, big grey and the yellow. Those 3, so is it the 2 tonal silver purple? So those 3 there to swap out, is that correct? Are the whites the same size? I think so. Let me have a look for you. So white number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. White number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5. Yes, those whites are the same size. Just while we're here, let me measure the blurple. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Your blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. The other blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Ah, so the 2, no, so silver purple, the 2 greys, so 5 pearls you'd like to, nope. Silver purple, the big grey, the 2 greys, the yellow and the big white. So 6 pearls you'd like to swap out. Okay, if so, which 6 would you like to add in? If I measure the pink as well, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Pardon, Aaron? Okay, so I don't want to bury them. So those 3 there at the very bottom are the ones I've just added in, if you're happy with those. So those are the ones that you asked to pop to the side earlier. Doesn't mean that you have to have them, it's just those are the ones that we kept. Oh, bless you, but no, I'm absolutely fine. We'll continue your opening, my lovely. So you'd like to keep those 3, brilliant. What other 3 would you like to add in? Two cranberries, okay. Not matching, okie dokie, so I'll just grab 2 cranberries. Yeah. Baby whites on the umbrellas and the golden ones on the studs, okay. I still need one more colour to swap in. Swap out denim blue and get 2 matching dark Smurfs, all blues, greens and blurple on pink caps. So swap out a denim blue. So the darkest Smurfs I've got at the moment would be, let me put them at the bottom. Probably that one. No, that's, no, yeah. Would be those two. Oh, 2 matching Smurfs. Ah. So if you're happy with that colour, I don't know if I've got 2 matching of that colour though. No, they're too light. Can I wait for 2 largest TARDIS blues? Yep. Yeah, so Cinderella's are like darker Smurfs. So the Cinderella is the one at the top there that you've got. And then which ones did, so on the pin caps, all blues, greens and blurple. So you'd like pin caps and on the 2 TARDIS blues on the top 2 rows, is that right? And the 2 TARDIS blues that we're going to swap in for you. Oh, jump rings. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okie dokie. No, it's absolutely fine. And the cranberries as well. Okay. So that leaves you with your 3 pearls as your loose pearls. Can you confirm, are you happy with these? Yes. Okay, brilliant. Let me bring you back up. So the invoice for the jump rings, that will get sent across for you over the weekend, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Let's pop this on here as well. Perfect. You're very, very welcome. Now, let me do the updated order list because I said I would, and then I do need to take a quick comfort break, but Aaron's here to talk to you all. So like I said, we are now out of oysters. We do have the 4 pearl oysters for if you've got an add-on 4 pearl oyster, but apart from that it would need to be egg pops if you'd still like to obviously have your opening. Ilaria, you're very, very welcome. People are saying hello to you already. Oh, you're being silly, Baba. Okay, so there's the order list. So when I get back, up next is Alison Jarrett. Okay, so I'll see you in a moment. Ooh. Let me leave you the microphone. Okay, thank you, Bab.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? What are we doing? What are we saying? What are we crafting? What are we all up to? I believe I've missed a few hellos. Let's scroll up a second. Hello, Laria. Hello, Irene. Hello, Kim. Hey, Jennifer. Yes, peeking away. Otherwise known as amusing myself. Hey, Scott. Hey, Sharon. Nah, not silly at all, Shelley. I am a perfectly respectable, there we go, and mature individual. Hey Shirley, hey Kay, hey Linda, how is everybody? How are we all? I have no idea if we're closed for tonight, Kim. Brecken will be able to confirm that, or if she said it to anyone. If someone could pop it in the comments if she has said, that would be appreciated. If not, we'll wait for Brecken to confirm. Hello Charlene, hello Linda. How are we all? What are we doing? What are we saying? What are we crafting? Has anyone got any fun stories they want to fill us in on? No baking adventures recently on my behalf, for those who would like to know. Also not been printing at the moment. Printer obviously gets a bit warm, a little bit hot in the UK at the moment. Well, best not to add to the heating of the house. Thank you for confirming, Jennifer. And same for you, Julie, as well. Thank you very much. So yeah, no real projects on the go at the moment. I think now it's started to cool down. Hopefully it keeps going that way. Just planning the next series of what shall we print. Good. Your niece wants to make Biscoff brownies. Oh, very nice. So Biscoff in the brownie? As in like chunks of Biscoff, or mixed into the whole thing, or kind of like a Biscoff cheesecake brownie? Ooh, a brownie cake. Biscoffy? Biscownie. What am I watching at the moment? See, I've been struggling with that, Charlene. I'm in one of those mindsets where there's tons of series that I've started, and I just don't have the willpower to go back and kind of push past whatever reason it was that I stopped. There's tons of them like that at the moment. So I'm just kind of bouncing around films-ish, but again, there hasn't really been any decent stuff, or at least not that I've seen, come out lately. Or a Blondie. Blondies are nice, yeah, very nice. I found a Biscoff chocolate bar yesterday, very nice. Did you get an updated order list? Yes, Brecken did post it earlier up for you. Code Black is good. Okay, I'll have to have a look. Watching My Lady Jane. Haven't heard of that one. What's everyone watching at the moment? She's back.
In a minute.
I know. She's prepping. She's prepping. I get that, Shirley. I've seen the recent thing everyone's talking about where it's like, if you have over 1,000 books, you're technically a library. I believe I'm close. Probably not far off that.
With the actual bookcases in the house as well, we probably are.
Yeah, if we included physical books and audiobooks, then yeah, we're definitely over that.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. I think we did a count of the audiobook library, and that's... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but with physical books as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah, combine those in.
Taking out the double what's of the audio and the physical, there's a lot.
This is true. Definitely true.
Alright, I'm good.
She's ready. Toodly pips, guys. Have fun.
Dogs are in with me now, apparently.
Bye.
Well, they were both so sad when I went in. They were both in the bed, like this. And then when I walked in, they normally come and greet me. But they didn't. They just stayed in the bed waiting for me to call them. I was like, you can come out of bed. And they're like, okay, I'm coming.
Well, they were on the sofa. Well,
they're so sad.
Rafiki's just been laying in his bed doing his own thing.
He's been so sad.
Oh,
Okay, sorry about that. The dogs just looked so sad when I went in. Like, really like... Right, let me change the microphone over. It's a bit early, but if I just do it now while I remember. And then, Alice and Jarrett, are you here? Two, there we go, caught up. Shirley, bless you. Thank you for the stars. I do appreciate it. Whew. Oh, I haven't touched oyster. I should have done my hair while I was in there. Sorry, I'm just getting all the... Oh. Why didn't I redo my hair? Okay, Alison. Oh no. Hello, hello, hello. Alison, you've got one opening. Can you just confirm, are you happy with a egg pop? Ping for. So egg pop, let's go down. Good luck, my lovely. £2 in your egg pop, and you've got a midnight blue and a watermelon. Again, it's very close to sort of the blood orangey raspberry shades, but I would say it's more of a watermelon. So midnight blue and watermelon, Alison. What do you think to these? Now, both of these we can swap, we can keep, and I'll need to know if you'd like to have one on your jewellery. The midnight blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. not a 6.5, he's a 7. The watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. You was hoping for midnight blue. It's perfect. Okay, so is it the midnight blue you'd like on the jewellery, or what would you like to do? Swap the watermelon for a Cadbury purple, yeah, and then blue on the bracelet, perfect. Those two there, so just confirm, are you happy with those? Just going to write down blue on the bracelet. Blue. Yes, and you're happy with that one as your loose pearl. Perfect, Alison. Let me bring you back up as well. So again, I apologise about the oysters, but I do hope that you're happy with that. Oh, wind fan, and happy with everything once it arrives as well. And that's safe up there for you. Oh, I've got shivers now. I've come back in. Whew. Up next then today is Shannon Colker. Shannon, are you here? Shannon, you're here and egg pops are fine. Oh, bless you. Okay, so you've got 4, I believe. I was just counting. Yes, 4 egg pops. Let's see if I can get them. Is that 4? Yep, that's 4. And let's go down. So, good luck. Egg pop number 1. Two pearls in your first one, and this colour combination is beautiful. So it's a golden yolk yellow and a blush pink. Now those two are gorgeous, in my opinion, the colour combination there. Egg pop number 2. Oh, 2 pearls in that one as well. Now we've got a dove grey, quite a larger dove grey, and a chocolate. Now he is slightly two-tonal chocolate silver. So you can see chocolate, yeah, he is. As you go around there, you can see the different two-tonal chocolate silver tones. Your next egg pop. 3 pearls in that one. Is that a pick? I think that's a pickle. Is it a pickle? It's gorgeous, bright, bold green. You've then got a snow white and a hot pink. And then your last egg pop. Yeah, I'm in between the two. Ah, no, it is an apple because you've now got a pickle. So 2 pearls in that one. This one, it's a pickle. This one's a pickle. So the difference is, yeah, that one is an apple. That one is a pickle. and then a blood orange. It is indeed, Gemma, a more pickly apple. So, golden yolk yellow, blush pink, dove grey, and a two-tonal chocolate silver. Bright apple green, snow white, and a hot pink. And then a pickle green and a blood orange. Shannon, I'll need to know if you're happy with these colours, that's perfect. If you're not happy, we'll need to know which colours you would like where. So I'm going to start running them through the board and then let me know what you think and what you would like to do. So the golden yolk yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, here's an 8. Blush pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. Dove grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, here's an 8.5. And the chocolate silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, here's an 8. The bright apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. The snow white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. And the hot pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. The pickle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. And the blood orange is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. Can I tell you the options for matching greens? Yes, let me have a look. I'm just gonna pull some greens out in here. Again, I've put a lot of colours in. This is what I was filling up the egg pops with earlier. So I fill the colours up and then I pull the egg pops out, but then that way they're all mixed up. So I've just pulled some greens. I think we'll be matching more of this green. So your one is the one that's closest to the pickle green. Oh, you've saved a forest as well. Yeah. So if you'd like the forest and then this green match, I'll need to know which ones you'd need to, yes for the earrings, brilliant. Which ones would you like to swap out? So I'll need 2, if you're happy with the forest green as well, which 2 you'd like to swap out for those add-ins. Swap a chocolate, yeah. So for the earrings, we're gonna have greens, yeah. And the dove grey, okay. So then we just need the other 2 items. Would you like pearls on there? If so, which colours would you like? And of course, if there's any other swaps that you'd like to do. Gift the yolk to Jennifer. Of course you can. So Jennifer, you are up next actually, aren't you? So I will add this to your order in a moment. you'd like to swap the white for a Smurf blue. So I've only got those lighter Smurf blues left at the moment. So as long as you're happy with one of those, that's perfect. So darker than that. So we do have the Cinderella blue, but there would be a wait. We've got Periwinkle, which I suppose would be the next one up, possibly from a Smurf blue. Now Periwinkles, obviously, they're like a bluey purple. And then after that would be more icy blue. Now the Cinderella blues would be here. Yes, Periwinkle. Okay, so that's the Periwinkle there. Periwinkle on the anchor, brilliant. Swap the hot pink for a smaller icy blue. Yeah. Icy blue on the unicorn, okay. And then it would be with your loose pearls here. What do you think to these, or are there any colours you'd like to swap at all? Swap the blood orange for a midnight. Yeah. Midnight and forest on lobster fittings, okay. And then the rest you're happy with as your loose pearls. Perfect. Shannon, I hope you're going to be happy with everything there then. The invoice for your lobster fittings, that will get sent across for you over the weekend. And that will go to the email address that's on the order form. So that's safe up there for you. And like I say, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Jennifer, you are ready, my lovely. Hello, and egg pops are fine with you. Perfect. You're ready. Yeah, you are. Now we've got, Shannon's just gifted you this yolk yellow. I will attach it onto the order form, but I haven't just yet, just in case you wanted to see it with your pearls. But if not, I'll leave it on here, because then obviously I can make the note and the actual card with the gifted pearl once we do it that way. But I'm happy to take it out to show you it, if that makes sense. So I'll leave that there, but at the end just tell me and I can pop them in. You'd like to see it as well, perfect. So yeah, I'll still put it in at the end. So you've got 2 egg pops and 2 4-pearl oysters. So we'll do egg pops first, and then we'll do the oysters afterwards. And then yes, this one over here, if you'd like to add this one in, we just swap one of your pearls out and then you can swap this one in, so that's absolutely fine. So egg pops first. So overall, are there any colours that you're hoping for? Good luck. Three pearls in here. You've got a bright snow white, a pastel apple green, and a Cinderella blue. Bright snow white, pastel apple green, and a Cinderella blue. Egg pop number 2. Oh, very similar colours. 2 pearls in that one. You've got another Cinderella blue, and this time it's a pastel yellow. Now he is a slightly funky shape to him, so he's not fully round. So of course, if you're not happy with this, we can definitely swap him at the end. So that's a pastel yellow, that one's a pastel green. Okay, so if we then move through to your 2 4-pearl oysters, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Sorry, I didn't see before. Let me scroll up just in case you did say. Haven't seen yet, but let me know. So 4-pearl oyster number 1. Donate the shells. Okay, so we've got a light pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. You are quadding. So 4 pearls in your first oyster. And you've got a seafoam green, it's like a mustardy, oh no, it's a yolk yellow, sorry, a pinky rose gold, and a lighter Pepsi blue. So it's not an icy blue, it's definitely a lighter Pepsi blue. So seafoam green, yolk yellow, pinky rose gold, and a Pepsi blue. Excuse me. Moving on to 4-pearl oyster number 2. Sharp pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And you are quadding for your second time. Okay, so in here, again, we do look like we've got the different sizes, and actually it's completely different colours to what you've got already. So we've got a really nice selection of colours here now. So again, if I go through these ones for you, Jennifer, then I'll go from the start. So you've got a dove grey, so a slightly smaller dove grey, a lilac purple, darker lilac though, a hot pink, and then a light creamy. Oh, it's a two-tonal strawberries. Oh, it's a strawberries and cream. So cream with like this pinky flash is like a strawberries and cream because it's got both strawberry and pink on there. So strawberries and cream on the end. We haven't seen a strawberries and cream in a while. So from the top, bridal white, pastel green, Cinderella blue, pastel yellow, Cinderella blue, seafoam green, yolk yellow, pinky rose gold, and a light Pepsi blue, dove grey, dark lilac, bright pink, and a strawberries and cream. Jennifer, what do you think and what would you like to do? I'll need to know which colours you would like where. You got twin strawberries and cream and you donated them to someone. I think I remember that actually. Bless your heart. Now the yellow from Shannon, I'm gonna pop right at the top here. Okay, and then you'd like to swap the white at the top for the other yolk. Okay. So your two yolks are there. Perfect. Now I'm going to go through and start measuring them, and then if there's any other swaps that you'd like to do as well, please let me know. So starting with the strawberries and cream, just because it looks like it's the largest. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. Pepsi Blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Bright Pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. The Dark Lilac is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the Dove Grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, he is a 6. Pinky Rose Gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Yolk Yellow, the lighter of the twos, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the Seafoam Green is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. The darker lilac on the pendants Yep. And then you're gifting a pearl to Shannon. Okay. Can you see it in amber? So I've just popped an amber down the bottom there. Cinderella to Shannon, bless you, yes of course. So Shannon, I'll automatically, Shannon, I'll automatically add that to your order that we just done a moment ago, okay? Brilliant. So amber's down the bottom there if you're happy with that one. Oh, bless your heart, Jennifer. So strawberries and cream to Charlotte Hayes. Would like to swap the grey for the amber. Okay. So Charlotte, you had your opening earlier on today as well. So that will get added to your order there as well, Charlotte, okay. So you'd like to have jump rings on the yolk and the amber. Okay. Yeah. And then would you like to have a pearl on your other item? Oh, nothing on the bracelet, okay. And then you're happy with the rest as your loose pearls? Perfect. Jennifer, I hope you're happy with that. Let me bring you back up as well. Thank you for the donations with your shells. The invoice for the jump rings, that will get sent across for you over the weekend. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. As always, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. I don't know why it's all of a sudden seems like it's more like breezy in here. I don't know why. The fans haven't changed. Up next today then is Kate Taylor. Kate, are you here? We don't have oysters, Kim. We've only got egg pops available. Kate Taylor, are you here? Kate, hello. Kate, you've got 2 openings altogether. Can you just confirm, are you happy with egg pops? On most charms, Charlotte, yes. Obviously, it depends on the charm, but I'd say about 90% of them would be able to have 2 pearls on, yes. That's fine, Kate. Okay, are there certain colours you're hoping for? So 2 egg pops here. Let's go down. Kate, good luck. Egg pop number 1. Four pearls in your first one. You've got a a bridal white, that gorgeous lighter green, a blood orange, and a blush pink. So bridal white, lighter green, blood orange, and blush pink. Egg pop number 2. Four pearls in that one as well. You've got a silver grape purple, so it's more silver with just like a slight purpley overtone. A dove grey, a forest green, and a lighter yolk yellow. So it's only just like a hint of yolk to him there, but he is yolk yellow. So from the top, bridal white, green, blood orange, blush pink, silver grape purple, dove grey, forest green, and the yolk yellow. What do you think to these, Kate? I'll need to know which ones you'd like on the jewellery, and if there's any ones that you'd like to swap, we can do that for you as well. So I'm going to run these through the board and then just shout out and let me know what you think and what you'd like to do, my lovely. So the bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. The green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. Blood orange is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. And the blush pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. Silver grape purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, here's a 6.5. Dove grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, here's a 7.5. Earrings, so you need matching. Yes, of course. So just let me know which ones you'd like to swap out or which ones you'd like to swap in. Or if you'd like to match one of these, let me know and I'll see if I can. I don't know if I can with all of them, but just, yeah, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Forest green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. And the yolk yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. I don't have the green, no. Midnight, I've only got a couple left, so I can have a look to see if I've got matching. Those two there are the closest midnights I've got, if you're happy with those. If so, I'll need to know which two you'd like to swap out. Swap the yellow and the blood orange. Okay, and is it the blues that you'd like on the jewellery? Yeah, brilliant. And then with the rest of your pearls here, are you happy with these colours as your loose pearls, or would you like to swap any of those for some other colour? I can have a look. I don't think I can match the green because that green I just had, a lot of them are in the egg pops, and I know I had that one earlier that I pulled out, but I think that wasn't sort of the only one, so I don't think I can match that green at the moment, not unless one gets swapped out at a later date. So if you don't mind going on the waiting list, I'm very happy to do so. Although the blush, let me look at the other one as well. I don't think I can match your blush. So your one is slightly like a darker blush. Look, if I just put a couple of here, like it's slightly darker, and all the ones that I've got are slightly brighter. So I don't think I can match it spot on. Which is quite cool. I didn't realise. Yeah, all of these seem brighter compared to that one. So again, if you don't mind going on a waiting list, I'll be able to do that for you. Or if you would like, for example, like the closest match I can do, I can, but especially with the blush pink, there will be that obvious colour difference. So it just depends what you're looking for. Close as I can, okie dokie. Okay, so again, the green I won't be able to because the apple greens are sort of really miles off. So it would just be more matching the size of green. The pinks, as you can see, there is that, so you can tell the difference there. But again, they're not massively off. It's just you can tell the difference, if that makes sense. Okay. And then are there any other swaps that you would like to do? Swap the creamy white for a bridal white and the green for a bridal. So 2 bridal whites, okay. So then, are you happy with all of these as your loose pearls? the white on the earrings instead. Yeah. And then with the other ones there, are you happy with those ones as your loose pearls, Kate? What I can do, Ilaria, is can you email me with what the order number is and again what you'd like doing, and then if I put that green to the side for you, if you email me with the information and obviously what you'd like to do with the green, the one, basically that message and the order number, and then yes, I can do that for you, but it's just because obviously that was quite a while ago, so I won't be able to find it easily, so but I'm happy to do it. Does that make sense? Is that okay? So I'm, yeah, very happy to do that. Brilliant, no problem, my lovely. Kate, the rest is fine. Perfect. Let me bring you back up. Just popping these in here for you. I can check to see if I've got it. Obviously, I won't be able to do anything about it now. When did you... Oh, so yeah, I can see an email from you from this evening. However, Kate, I don't have... Let me just see if I've got any other emails from yourself. I haven't got the order number. Yeah, I'm not sure. So if you could email me with what the order number is, that's in question, or the, because I don't have any numbers here, or the invoice number that is asking for example, just because I won't be able to, yeah, if you can email me with that information, then I can obviously get back to you. But I do have 2 emails from yourself, so yeah, I'll be able to get back to you, but I won't be able to do that now if that's okay. Oh, bless you, you don't need to attach anything. So if you just email me with what the order number it was you're talking about, I can then look my end into that order number, and then I can see all the invoices that are attached to it if there are any. It's just I need that invoice number to start with, if that's okay. Regarding your order today though, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely, and that's safe up there for you. Okay, up next then today is Nisha Robinson. Nisha, are you here? Nisha, hello. Happy with an egg pop, perfect, thank you for confirming. This is your first opening, making you smile from your hospital bed. Oh, bless you. Well, I hope they get you better soon and you get home and comfy and all that good stuff. So I hope that a quick turnaround for you, Nisha. Bless your heart. I hope you're not feeling too rough either. So for today, you've got 1 opening and you're happy with an egg pop. Is there any colours in particular that you're hoping for? So we've got this one. Oh, Love Eyes. Let's go down. Good luck, my lovely. 4 pearls in your egg pop there. You've got a lavender. You'd love to collect them all, okay. So lavender, a blood orange, a rose gold, and a midnight blue. What do you think to all 4 of these, Nisha? If you're happy with these, then they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of them for colours of your choice. The lavender is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Blood orange is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the midnight blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Oh, he's a 6.5. Okay, what do you think to all of these? Swap the rose gold for a blush pink, yes. Let's go for this one. And then the other ones, are you happy with those? And those are all perfect. Brilliant, Nisha. Let me bring you back up. So if I pop these safe in here for you. Again, I hope you feel better soon, but I hope you'll be happy with all of these once they arrive. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, so I think that is the end of the order list for today. I'm just refreshing here. Okay, so thank you all for watching and for joining in. We're going to be live again on Sunday evening, so definitely for Sunday it will be egg pops. There will be 4 pearl oysters available. I mean, look, I've got the whole bag of 4 pearl oysters. It's just egg pops with the other ones, so do keep that in mind if you would like to order. And then hopefully, I mean, again, I'm not going to say dates, but hopefully oysters will be here ASAP. I hope you all have a brilliant weekend, and yeah, I'll see you on Sunday. Take care. Bye.